Well then, here I am in the e-nv200 near a fast charger. I've been in for about 10 minutes. It is still charging, and why am I telling you this? Well, this is significant because we just finished everything, as you can see here, and maybe on like a better shot right now. We've improved the battery box. The previous battery box was a temporary box, just something to test out the whole concept. Now we've used something that in Dutch is called betonplex. Not sure what it's called. It's like epoxy coated laminated wood. Looks much better and is much more wear resistant, and it's just a nicer finish. But I've also been working on the software because one of the questions on the last video about the e-nv200 was, does it still quick charge? And the answer was no. Nope, it did not. It had various issues, and the most important issue, as it turns out, was a bug that has been plaguing the Leaf beta users for months now. And the e-nv200, well, it ended up being the key to solving it. After driving around and testing at a bunch of fast chargers exactly what was going wrong, having the scope in the car, like the oscilloscope, trying to look what's happening, I finally found it. As it turns out, the CAN bridge had a fault where in certain scenarios, especially with very high packet load, it would send CAN messages out of order. So it would receive CAN messages in a certain order and then flip them around when relaying them forward. So that's a pretty big mistake for a CAN bridge, for what's supposed to be a transparent CAN bridge. And the e-nv200 was the only car so far that actually had an indeterminate fault. So what happened was, after a minute or two, it would stop charging, but the car itself would think it was still charging, and it wouldn't throw any error messages. So yeah, that was very interesting to debug, but as it turns out, it was fairly easy to debug, and at the same time fixed an error we have been battling against for months. So this also means that the Leaf is now bug-free. As far as I know, the latest bug fix is now being rolled out to all our beta customers. We'll be testing it for another 2-3 weeks at most, but I'm pretty confident that this is pretty much the final bug to be squashed in this entire project, which also means that the day is coming very soon that we're going to do post-beta customers, like do actual production, have multiple people a week coming by. That will be very interesting. Anyway, in the meantime, enjoy this little promo for the e-nv200. We are calling it complete now. We're taking orders for more e-nv200s and e-nv200 Evalias, and we're considering this pretty much bug-free. We're still going to have a beta program, so the first few customers, 2 or 3 customers, we will ask them to give us a little bit more information, like email us with their experiences, and if they find any bugs, they will get Leaf Spy and an OBD dongle in case there are still bugs that they need to fix en route. But we're pretty confident that this is it. We're done. This is a production-ready e-nv200 mod. All right. See you later. This is a 24 kilowatt hour battery that comes from that car. And underneath this car is now a 40 kilowatt hour battery that works